Good. Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Good to have you along. 7:31, and we have a guest right off the top of the show this morning on the telephone with us this morning. We have Del Moniger with us, who, of course, is with Culligan.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And his family, and Tim Wright, and their families are partners at Culligan. And then Del also is very much involved in Veterans of Foreign Wars and American Legion activities, and that's what we're going to talk about this morning.
Good.
Good morning, Del. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Dave. How are you today?
Well, not too darn bad. What'd you have for breakfast this morning?
I had a muffin.
A muffin?
Can we ask what?
Muffin and some orange juice.
Can we ask what kind? Blueberry muffin.
Absolutely, it's the only kind to have.
There
right?
you go. All right.
A blueberry muffin and some orange juice?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you're good to go.
I am. A glass of water, a couple glasses of water. Good water, of course, you know. And
Yes, of course. Good, clean Culligan water, I would imagine.
yes, yeah. Yeah.
Well, I know you and Tim do a great job at providing clean water for a lot of our listeners out there. And, of course, you have always been, since you came back from serving in Iraq, I believe it was, you've been very active in the VFW and Legion as well. So we appreciate that very much. And we want to talk about that this morning. You've got an event coming up this Saturday, correct?
Yeah, so normally in February we do our annual pancake feed. Well, with COVID last year we weren't able to do that, and that pancake feed helps us to raise money for our scholarships that we give out to our local students each year. And this year, like I say, we weren't able to do that, so we decided to do a couple of things at once and have a cookout and also a flag retirement ceremony. So we're gonna kick that off tomorrow about 4 o'clock. We're gonna start cooking. Got some mountain oysters, some pulled pork, and some sloppy joes we're gonna have, and all the fixings. Ladies will be providing many different desserts and side salads, and then I think we're gonna start around 5 to retire the flag. Got Mike Garner and Mary Jane Garner kind of going to lead that up for us, so look forward to that. I don't know if anybody's ever witnessed one. I personally hadn't until just a few years ago, but it's pretty neat. Encourage the public to come out and you know, participate if you want. I'm sure they'll use all the help they can get.
You bet.
There's a lot of flags we've got to retire over the last couple of years. We've acquired a few.
Well, and it's good that happens. Jeremy was talking about that on Party Line yesterday. After flags are up for a while and they endure the winds that we have around here, and of course the rain and the snow and all that, they do get worn out, and it looks much better when it's a bright flag up there rather than one that's been dulled by the natural elements. And there is a proper way to retire them. You want to talk about that a little bit as far as, I think there's even preparation ahead of time to make sure they're ready to go, correct?
Yeah, so your mom helped to prep these, bless her heart. So they've requested that the larger flags be cut into 4s, and then it will make them easier to burn down. So your mom came down and probably spent a good 3 hours helping cut up, I'm going to say 1,000 flags or so.
Wow.
There's
Wow.
a lot, boxes and boxes and boxes of flags. Some of them are some of them are grave marker flags. Some of them are all the way up to your large flags. We actually found a 48 star flag in there. So
Really?
it's been around a while. Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. So
I think, if memory serves me correctly, Monday is Flag Day.
absolutely. Yep. That's why we're doing this as close to Flag Day as we possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Yep.
Okay. Wow. There's a lot of prep that goes into it, and a lot of thought, and the Garners have helped you with this before, I think, so they know what they're doing.
So the scouts throughout the area, the Boy Scouts, some of you know, they're kind of really dissolved, I guess you would say. There's not really many any around. So we just went out and seeked some people that I knew had helped with the scouts in previous years. And Mike and Mary Jane, of course, they were more than happy to help us out. So they've got a lot on their plate when it comes to this, because it's a lot. It really is. But hopefully we can get through the large majority of those flags. I don't probably expect to get through all of them. Thomas McCaffin at Gateway Motors has allowed us to use his parking lot right next to the Vets building there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we'll have the burn pits set up. And so I'd like to thank Thomas for that, because without that, I'm not real sure where we would be doing that.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. It's really handy right there beside the Veterans Building.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And like I say, anybody, public, veterans, anybody that wants to help, even just retire one flag. If you want to stay there for a half hour, I'm sure they'll take the help. But at least go over there and watch it for a little bit.
Yeah. Before, I want to go back to the food and all of that in a moment, Dal, but talk a little bit about, I know last year the memorial service out at the cemetery on Memorial Day wasn't held, and a lot of them weren't held all the way across the country. This year you were able to have it again. I imagine that felt pretty good.
Oh, absolutely. Each year we kind of rotate with the Veterans of Foreign War and the American Legion. We take turns, if you want to call it, being in charge. And Roger Winquist with the American Legion was in charge this year, and they do a fabulous job. We kind of, the general public probably wouldn't know if they're American Legion or VFW or a Sons of the American Legion Rider. I mean, it takes all to pull those off. It was great, and it was a beautiful, beautiful morning out there.
It was gorgeous.
Picture perfect. Yeah.
Very nice. And then I saw you up at Anselmo later on for that wonderful
wow.
event.
That's all I have to say about that is just wow. I was so taken back by the community support there. I mean, that was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and the crazy thing about that is, now that they've got it started, they have to build more wall. There's more names to be replaced. So
that's always a good problem to have.
Yeah, I think if I remember, you kind of had that happen inside the Veterans Building. Maybe that was one of the reasons why there was an addition put on, because originally that filled up pretty quickly as well. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. The group up there in Anselmo has done a fabulous job with that wall. If you haven't got up there, I'm sure everybody familiar with the area knows where the sod house is, and it's just right next to the sod house. Take time to go up there and view that wall. It's pretty neat.
It is very neat. So seems like maybe since you've been involved with all the events with the Legion and the VFW, that you spend a lot of time over a cook stove. I've noticed.
So my wife last night made probably 12 pounds of sloppy joes. Tonight I'm gonna fire up the smoker and smoke some Boston butts tonight, and then tomorrow we'll spend some time over a deep cut fryer and get some mountain oysters picked up for the meal. So yeah, it's fun. It takes some time.
Oh boy! Well, I hope folks thank you for all the efforts, and of course your other folks who are members. I know that there's a lot more time spent than people realize to keep these great organizations going. We do appreciate it. So, again, this is going to start in the afternoon for the food, and then you're going to start the retirement of the flags right around 5 p.m., correct?
Absolutely, yeah, somewhere in that ballpark of 5. Tickets, you don't necessarily have to have one. You can purchase them at the door. They're $10 a piece for the meal. We are doing little raffle tickets for grocery cart gift cards, and a huge shout out to the grocery cart because they donated a fair amount to the gift cards. They are just fabulous out there. Anytime we ask, Steve out there does a wonderful job, and they help us out. So I really want to thank them for that.
Okay.
And we'll have those tickets available also, and then we'll draw those at about 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Okay. Right at
Yeah,
kind
so
of the
come
end.
hungry, come out and support us. That'd be great.
Okay. All right, Del. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Sounds like the weather's going to cooperate with you, and they can be inside the Veterans Building to stay cool and enjoy their meal.
We'll have tables inside and some tables set up outside, so whatever you choose.
Okay. All right. Well, keep that water clean and have a great Friday.
Okay. All right, Dave. You guys have a good day. Take care, man.
Thank you. You too.
Del.
Yep.
All right. Del Moniger heads up the Veterans of Foreign Wars. He is the commander, I believe, and I always struggle with the titles, but I can just tell you the title with Del is he's there for every moment of making sure our veterans are honored and things are done in their honor. So this is a great event. The food sounds great.
It does, and remember too, the proceeds of this, I think a majority of them, if not even all, go toward their scholarships that they give out. So you're benefiting a real good cause in the process.
No doubt about it. Today is giveaway day. We have
All right, I love giving stuff away.
we have the big drawing today for the tickets to Nebraska Land Days to see a couple of artists. What are the names again? They're kind of nobodies.
Whatever. Luke Combs would be one. He's somewhat popular at the moment in the country music business. And then a guy whose name rings a bell for, going certainly back to the 90s and in the 2000s. And he's been around for, 3 decades now. That'd be Toby Keith. They'll both be performing at Nebraska Land Days in North Platte later this month. And we were fortunate enough to secure some tickets to both concerts, and people have been registering for a chance to win them, and we're going to find out who the big winners are later in the show.
All right. We also have tickets that we're going to be giving away this morning to the VFW event that we just talked about, the retirement of the flags and all of that good food tomorrow at the Veterans Building. So we're going to be giving a few of those tickets away. We also have a ticket or two left to the Wild West Arena Buffalo Bill Rodeo coming up June 19th. We've got a couple of those we're going to be giving away. And last but certainly not least, Comstock is underway, the Windmill Festival. And they started last night with Mark Wills and Jason Pritchett and Sheila Greenland. Tonight it's Chris Jansen, Ali Colleen, and Lucas Hogue. And then on Saturday it's Logan Mize, Chevelle Shepard, Josh Grayson, and Extreme Bull Riding on Saturday, tomorrow as well. So those are a couple of shows you can choose to go to, and we give those tickets away because they're for one night, one evening. So we'll be giving some of those away so you can go over and see those great artists at the Comstock Windmill Festival that started last night.
Yes.
I think that's all the tickets we have, but that's quite a few.
Yeah. Am I eligible for anything?
No.
All right.
Absolutely not. There's also an event today that we want to remind you of, a ribbon cutting for the new homes on Hillcrest Drive here in Broken Bow. At 1:30 today, they'll be holding a ribbon cutting at the Southern Home at 508 Hillcrest Drive, and Lieutenant Governor Mike Foley will be there. Senator Matt Williams from District 36 will be on hand, and the State Economic Development staff member Ashley Gerlach will be there. And they're going to have remarks around the cutting and a walkthrough of the homes after the ribbon cutting. So this is a big day up at the Hillcrest Drive area. Economic Development Group helping put those homes together with the help of local contractors. I believe they've sold one already, and another one is being looked at by lots and lots of people, and they're talking about building more. So this is a celebration today at 1:30, a ribbon cutting at the Hillcrest Drive here in Broken Bow for a new home. It's going to be a big event. So lots of things going on, not to mention the Rotary Golf Tournament takes place today. And there may still be some spots left. We're not sure, but there's some folks you can contact to do that. And I would enjoy having that be a full tournament and having Brent Apperson and Higgy Baby have good competition for the 9 holes that will take place this afternoon.
Yes. We're going to be there. We're going to represent KCNI KBBN. You know, that's the great thing about this business. Sometimes you just have to give of yourself and do PR work, you know? And so we may not get completely done by 5. We may have to stay a little late because of the golf tournament and everything. But you know what? Doing PR work is very important in this business. And Gavin and I are more than happy. You know, we're willing to sacrifice basically our afternoon to provide basically public relations on behalf of the radio station. So you're welcome.
Well, while you're doing that, and I'm happy to do it, I'll be helping Ambition set up their PA this afternoon.
Oh, at the golf club.
Yeah, and that's PR work too.
Yeah.
I'll be doing that to work with the musicians.
Well, you know what? We will even help you transport the equipment over there, if you would like.
Well, I don't think you will, because you'll be golfing.
Oh.
You'll be doing your PR work.
Okay. We'll probably be on hole number 2 by then. But yeah, 2 great events that are going on today at the Broken Bow Golf Club. As Dave mentioned, there will be the Rotary Tournament going on today. This is presented by the Broken Bow Area Rotary Club, and the proceeds of this will go to Rotary activities, but also the Teammates program here in the area. So if you want to take the afternoon off and play a little golf, they would love to have you come over. At last report, there were still some openings and spots available in the tournament. It's a 2-person scramble, $60 per team. You can just show up and register at around 1 o'clock today, and then they'll start golfing at 1:30 this afternoon. Flag prizes and just a lot of fun at the Broken Bow Rotary Club tournament. Just a fun little afternoon, just a 9-hole tournament, and it will be this afternoon over at the Broken Bow Golf Club. If you're interested in registering, you can email brokenbowrotary@gmail.com, or you can just show up at 1 o'clock, and I'm sure that they'll get you worked into the tournament. And again, they'll start golfing at 1:30 this afternoon. And then, as Dave mentioned, there will be a big festivity going on tonight at the Broken Bow Golf Club. It's going to be celebrating the beginning of summer with their delicious steak night. They'll be cooking up steaks and serving a delicious meal tonight, beginning at 6 p.m. until close. You can come enjoy a New York strip, the best tasting aged beef cooked to perfection, potato and salad for just $24.50. And then after you enjoy that delicious meal, you can stick around and listen to the band that Dave was talking about. Ambition will be making their public debut at 8 o'clock tonight.
They're fired up. They are ready to go. They'll be setting up this afternoon, do a little sound check because they know it's going to be busy around there for the steak fry. And then they'll fire up around 8 o'clock. And then we'll be working with Ambition a little bit later on this summer. I know they're going to be playing in the park, I think on Crazy Days, on Thursday of Crazy Days in July, and we're going to sponsor that. And then I understand they might even get a gig earlier than that in the park. So they're going to be available this summer, and that's pretty neat because, some of these members are seniors and some are not. So, it'll be harder to get back together after this summer, and they've worked hard at it. They've got a great sound, and, check them out tonight at the golf club here in Broken Bow.
So a lot of stuff going on at the golf club today. Rotary Golf Tournament this afternoon, and then make sure you enjoy that delicious steak night at the club tonight.
You can probably go have a steak and listen to the band and still take in a ball game or two. I believe McCook is coming to town for the American Legion game, I think, tonight at Paul Brown Field. Is that correct?
That'd be correct.
All right.
Juniors at 5:30, seniors to follow at around 8.
And that will affect the closing of the golf club because they usually only close when Jeff Denson leaves, and he'll probably be at the ball game. So if it's a lengthy ball game, he won't get to the club until maybe 10:30, and then I don't know when he'll leave.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
It might be into the next morning, is what I'm guessing.
Well, we wish the teams good luck with a tough McCook team or two there to take on. That's at Paul Brown Field. I know they'd love to have you stop by there as well tonight. Hey, happy birthday wish to Jared Eggleston. Now, we just had Sandy Eggleston's birthday celebrated. Was that yesterday?
I don't think it was yesterday. It
This week.
It was earlier in the week, I believe.
Okay, well, congratulations. Happy birthday to Jared Eggleston. They have a lot of family planning in the Eggleston family.
Yeah.
That's how they did that. Sandy's birthday this week, and Jared's also. So that's good. That's Jared down at Eggleston Oil, by the way, with the Eggleston family, and he is a top-notch mechanic and does a great job down there. Let me see here. Oh, let's see who Jared's celebrating birthdays with today. Oh, Jared, you're celebrating a birthday with Joe Montana.
Oh, yeah, the quarterback, Hall of Famer.
8-time Pro Bowler, Hall of Famer, Joe Cool is considered one of the greatest players of all time, as Jared is considered one of the best mechanics of all time.
There you go.
Frank Beard is 72 today. He is the drummer with ZZ Top.
Oh,
He's the only member without a long beard, I suppose because his last name is Beard.
yeah, that's kind of ironic, isn't it?
He's 72 today. And Peter Dinklage is 52. He broke out in the film The Station Agent and went on to play Tyrone Lannister in the Game of Thrones. Ooh, big dragon.
I've never seen Game of Thrones, so
Oh.
I have no idea who he is.
Well, when you grow up and it doesn't scare you, you can watch Game of Thrones.
Okay, thanks.
Also, a happy birthday to Donnie Van Zant. He's 69 today. He was the lead singer and frontman for the band 38 Special, and of course his brother of Leonard Skinner has passed away, Ronnie Van Zant. So there's a lot of music history there. So, Jared, you're celebrating birthdays with some pretty cool people. And if you're celebrating a birthday out there today, folks, happy birthday to you. Now, I know a lot of times we have a lot of news on the radio and on the TV, and you have people debating different things on TV, and you look at one channel and the world is this way. You look at the other channel, the world is this way. You have conservative radio and liberal radio, and you have papers that write liberal and some conservatives, and it's really hard to find out the facts. But maybe more importantly, it's hard to find good news sometimes because they're stirring it up all the time. So here's one for you that might interest you. A student gave back her $40,000 scholarship. Now, this particular student was headed to Harvard, but asked that the money be given to someone who was going to a community college.
Wow.
And she did that because she said it could change a fellow student's life with money she didn't really need. Isn't that cool?
That is pretty neat. Yeah. She's going where? Harvard?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Which would be an expensive school to go
That's
to.
what I'm thinking, yes.
But evidently funding is not an issue for her, so she said, give that $40,000 to somebody's going to community college.
Wow.
That's nice.
That is pretty neat.
Let's play the game.
All right. Oh, my goodness. 35 years ago today, Ferris Bueller's Day Off was released in theaters.
One of the best movies of all time.
So, for those of you in that time period, we're going to find out what you know about this 1986 classic. Here's your question for today. Who is Ferris's best friend? In the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off, who is Ferris's best friend? Is it Mark, Jeannie, Matthew, or Cameron? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
And we're throwing in a ticket to the Flag Day celebration meal that's being held tomorrow at the Veterans Building here in Broken Bow. So we'll throw that in with the prize that Brent has for you.
Yeah, we'll give you a crispy beef taco at Taco John's today.
Taco John's treat, and also a ticket to get yourself a beautiful meal and watch the retirement of the flags tomorrow around 5 o'clock at the Veterans Building. Go through that question again. I just can remember his best friend's hot rod car on blocks turning the wheels backwards.
In the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which was released in theaters 35 years ago today, if you can believe it. Who is Ferris's best friend? Your choices are Mark, Jeannie, Matthew, or Cameron.
Call us.
At the Callaway Good Life Center, their hometown facility offers the security and comfort of a small town with the advantages of city living. They offer speech, occupational, and physical therapy for their residents. Visit CallawayGoodLife.com for more information. Cattlemen, spring is here and things are starting to green up. But alongside the good green like pasture grass and trees come the bad greens. Musk thistles, mullenweed, buckbrush, and other weeds. Let Aero Aviation help you get the bad green under control this spring. They use the latest in aircraft and GPS technology and crop protection products while keeping the good green in your pocket. Call Casey, Melissa, or Kim today and schedule spring spraying with Aero Aviation, 872-5113.
And we have Kent on the line. Good morning, Kent. How you doing?
Pretty good. How about you guys?
Good. I have to ask you a question before you answer the question. If you win this ticket, will you go for the Sloppy Joes, the pulled pork, or the mountain oysters?
I'll probably give it to my dad, where he's a veteran and stuff.
Oh, good.
And he'll probably go for the mountain oysters?
Oh, yeah.
Here's Brent with your question.
All right, Ken, here we go. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Wow, 35 years old today. Who is Ferris's best friend in the movie? Mark, Jeannie, Matthew, or Cameron?
Cameron.
You got it. It's Cameron. You know it. And because you've answered correctly, we've got that ticket that'll get you into the Flag Day celebration meal tomorrow at the Veterans Memorial Building in Broken Bow. And we're also going to throw in a token for the Taco John's Crispy Beef Taco. You can get one of those for free, too. So just swing on out and see us when you can.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
7:58. The bell
Are you
got
okay?
stuck.
Are you? I was going to say I was very concerned that you were going to, injure your arm or something trying to ring that bell.
It got hung up.
Oh.
Got its bell rung.
Brum, bum. I hope Logan Girardin was listening.
We'll be right back.
That was right up his alley.
Off-Broadway invites you to the Senior Movie Matinee, the second Saturday of each month at 2 p.m. at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. The first 50 people to arrive each time will get a kids pack for free, which includes popcorn, pop, and candy. Don't forget the Senior Movie Matinee is the second Saturday of every month at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow at 2 in the afternoon. Brought to you by Off-Broadway and Bruning Bank. For movie announcements, watch the Off-Broadway Facebook page.
Hey you there, listening to the radio. Yep, I'm talking to you. Do you like money? Do you like saving time? Do you like convenience? Well, you're in luck. At Nebraska State Bank, they can help you with all of those things. When you're a customer of NSB, you'll have access to all kinds of safe, convenient, and fast ways to manage your money, such as online bill pay, card valet, and the NSB mobile app, and notified text banking. With all of their locations here in Custer County, they're close to where you live, play, and work. Check them out online at nesb.bank or see them at any branch. Now, aren't you glad you listened? Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. President Biden joins other world leaders at the G7 summit in Western England next hour. CBS's Vicki Barker.
Protesters have drawn a pair of giant footprints on the beach opposite the summit site, reminding the leaders that people living in the G7 have almost twice the carbon footprint as those in the rest of the world.
Concerns over a possible rare link between COVID vaccines and heart inflammation in teenage boys and young men. CBS's Dr. David Agus.
Doctors now know to do an EKG and potentially a blood test to rule this out and to treat it with anti-inflammatories. So it's good people are aware, but it is critically important that we keep vaccinating the young individuals.
Police in Royal Palm, Florida are searching for a motive after a woman and her 1-year-old grandchild were gunned down inside a Publix supermarket.
As I was about 100 feet away from the doors, everyone started coming out yelling, "Active shooter, shots fired."
The shooter killed himself. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Here is a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. Nebraska continues to report a small number of new COVID-19 cases, but that number crept up slightly over the past week. State health officials said Nebraska recorded 280 new coronavirus cases over the past week, which was up from 237 cases the week before. But as recently as April, the state was reporting more cases than that in a single day. The 7-day rolling average of daily new cases in Nebraska fell over the past 2 weeks, going from 74.43 new cases per day on May 25th to 40 new cases per day on Tuesday. The state said 54 people were hospitalized with the virus across Nebraska Wednesday. The number has been below 100 since the middle of May, and it is a fraction of the November peak of 987. Governor Pete Ricketts ended the last of the state's virus-related restrictions last month because hospitalizations remain at such a low level. The Nebraska State Patrol is investigating a crash that claimed the lives of 4 people yesterday morning on Highway 275 near Scribner. The crash occurred at approximately 9:45 a.m. Thursday just east of Scribner on Highway 275, involving a passenger vehicle and a semi. 2 adults and 1 child passed away at the scene. A second child was transported to the hospital in Fremont, where the child passed away. All 4 fatalities were from the passenger vehicle. Investigators are working to identify the victims at this time. Family relationships of those involved are not yet known. The Nebraska State Patrol says further information will be released at a later time. The investigation remains ongoing. Traffic remains slow on 275, though the Nebraska Department of Transportation said the road was no longer closed shortly after 1 p.m. The Dodge County Sheriff's Office and Scribner Police Department also assisted on scene. A woman accused of multiple thefts of lottery tickets has been apprehended. The 23-year-old woman is accused of 4 separate thefts totaling $283. In each case, she reportedly stole lottery tickets and nothing else. The alleged thefts occurred in April and June. In each case, the suspect was caught on video leaving in a blue pickup truck. Lincoln police located the woman Wednesday morning at Rock's Stop and Shop at 56th and Holdridge and cited her for 4 counts of misdemeanor theft.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
The Utah Jazz are up 2-0 after winning another NBA playoff game over the Clippers, 117-111. Donovan Mitchell scored 37 points. Utah as a team from three-point range, 20 for 39. Milwaukee edged Brooklyn 86-83. Chris Middleton with 35 points. Giannis Antetokounmpo with 33. In the NHL playoffs, the second round ended with Vegas eliminating Colorado 6-3. At the French Open, Barbara Krejcikova advanced to the final in 3 sets. 9-7 in the third. The men's semis are tomorrow morning, including Rafael Nadal versus Novak Djokovic. U.S. women's soccer won its exhibition 1-0 over Portugal in Houston. In Major League Baseball, San Francisco at Washington was rained out. Minnesota surprised the Yankees 7-5 with 4 runs in the bottom of the ninth. 2 two-run homers hit off closer Aroldis Chapman, who did not get an out. The White Sox won again 5-2 over Toronto.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, a chance for a storm ending early on, otherwise becoming mostly sunny with high temperatures working up into the lower 80s. Winds becoming gusty from the north. Then for tonight, mostly clear skies, a low of 54. Saturday's highs pushing up to 84 degrees under abundant sunshine, and that stretch of sunny weather looks to continue even into your Sunday, low 90s. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm Janet Lawhorn, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me at 308-872-6849. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
68 degrees under a mostly clear sky. Lots of sunshine now. Winds are a factor out of the north, 10, 15, sometimes 20 miles per hour. Barometric pressure still rising at 29.90. Humidity at 61%. Our high yesterday, 93, with an overnight low of 65. Sunset today at 9:12. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:05. I did have a few sprinkles on the windshield on the way to work this morning in the 5 o'clock hour, but just a very few went out. The rain gauge has nothing in it to speak of. Airport reporting no measurable precipitation, so hopefully maybe where you're listening from you got a little shower, but certainly didn't develop into what they thought it might. Good news was there was no severe weather that we're aware of last night, but could have used the rain, no doubt about it.
Yeah, because, boy, you look at the extended forecast, and it looks warm and dry into next week. So.
Sure does. Yeah, all the way through the extended forecast is, 85 to lower 90s and no mention of rain to speak of. So that can change quickly. If you ever noticed with weather people, they'll say that on Friday there's a 60% chance of rain, and by the time you get to Wednesday, it's then a 20% chance of rain, or 30, or the other way around. They kind of have to adjust to the weather systems that occur or don't occur. So anyway.
And our good friend Chad Dolan at Dawson County Raceway is probably thinking, well, if it is going to rain, it'll probably happen Sunday night during the races. But we hope not. It shouldn't. It doesn't look like it's going to. And they're going to be able to race, it looks like, on Sunday. Dawson County Raceway in Lexington will be lit up. They'll have the races, green flag dropping at 6 on Sunday night. Great family activity and, boy, so affordable. Admission, adults $12, kids 6 to 12, $5. 5 and under will be admitted free. And speaking of the kids, they're going to have their third annual big wheel race. I think they take them right out on the track.
I think so.
And put them on a big wheel and have the kids big wheel race. So that'll be one of the featured fun activities at Dawson County Raceway on Sunday. It's Downey Drilling Night. They're going to be sponsoring the races. They'll have their displays, big giveaways, children's entertainment. A lot of fun again at Dawson County Raceway. In Lexington, they'll be racing on June 13th, this Sunday, and they'll drop the flag at 6.
All right. Thank you very much, Brent Apperson. Appreciate it. It is 12 past the hour of 8 o'clock. Brent, Dave, with you here on The Breakfast Show. And I must say, our next guest looks devastating today. She is really, really dressed up. And she smells good, too. Can you say that nowadays? Is that politically okay to say that?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Will her husband be mad at me for saying that?
I can't think so.
I think he'd be proud.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's been the same since Nicole Scheib hit him in the back of the head with a golf ball. What do you think, Casey?
Well, he's in class right now, so he's sadly not listening. So keep going. It's fine.
You do look wonderful today.
Oh, goodness.
You must have a lot of things going on at the college today.
We do.
Special things?
We are doing a leadership training for some folks at BD. So it's a kind of a year-long series that it's going to be offered several times. So it's kind of a big deal. So we're excited to have the folks from BD there. So.
And that's what your husband's doing?
He is, yes. He got roped into the very first one.
Oh, good deal.
So he's a student, or is he teaching it?
No, he's a student.
Okay, all right.
He is a student. He brought the donuts this morning. That was his role.
Trying to be teacher's pet, is he?
Well, as we were on our way out the door, I was like, you go get the donuts. I'm going to
go to the radio station.
Yeah.
Well, this is something that you'll do for lots of different businesses, right?
It is. You know, this is specific to BD, but that's one of our feathers in our cap, as we like to say. We do all kinds of customized training. So if you come to us and say, we really need to learn about X, Y, and Z, but we don't want to know about, this part of it, we can customize that. We will find trainers that will customize their presentation to what you need to learn. And that's what's happening today at the colleges. We have a gentleman he's from Ogallala and came here yesterday, and he also works in manufacturing. He's a vice president at Shizuki in Ogallala, not Suzuki, but Shizuki. And so he kind of brings, that knowledge of manufacturing and that environment to his presentation on servant leadership, which is what's happening today. So it's just kind of fun to put together and find just that perfect trainer for what you're looking for. So, this particular training is quite extensive. We're training a lot of BD's employees over the course over a significant period of time. This is on servant leadership, and then we have some other programs prepared. So it's quite extensive, but it could be as little as, a half day. I need to know about a specific kind of software. My employees need to know about that. That's what we do, is we customize that training. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
And whenever you get people together for a class like that, not only do they get benefit from the instructor or the speaker, they get a talk between themselves about that particular industry and share some ideas. So,
well, and it always, getting off-site and getting together with a group of your peers, it makes a difference. If you're in your own boardroom, or you've always got email calling and the phone ringing and somebody's paging you, if you're off-site, you really get to kind of put all that away for a while and focus. And so that's what's kind of nice about it.
Yep, and a company that size of BD's, there's employees that probably don't work together maybe any other time. So it's time for them to kind of get to talking about some of those things. So that's great.
Absolutely.
And if you're a business out there, they just contact you and
just get a hold of us and come with ideas, and we'll supply our own ideas and what we can do, and that's what we do, is customize that training.
All right. Well, what else would you like to highlight this morning?
Well, changing gears just a little bit, we have a class coming up that I'm going to tell you, I think this is the most requested class we've ever had. We always get a lot of requests for this class, and this one in particular has been in high demand. And we have a date for this class finally. It is boater safety, boater education. a lot of people are going to the lake nowadays and taking their kids. And, a lot of this really focuses on kids, but let me give you the parameters for who needs a boater safety card. Okay. If you were born after December 31st, 1985, and you are at least 14 years of age. So, you couldn't be 6 years old and get your boater safety card. But if you were born after 1985, which puts you in the 35-ish age range, you need a boater safety card. So this class will allow you to do that. This is the option B, boater safety. And what that means is you come to class prepared to take the test. So you have to download the materials, or I do believe you can stop into the courthouse and they have manuals there, just like a driver's manual. It's just a boating manual. And you take it home and you study. And then you come to the college and take the test. And it's administered by the Nebraska Game and Parks. And when you pass, I always like to stay positive, when you pass, you receive your boater safety card. They'll give you a temporary that day, and then you receive your actual card in the mail later on.
So, I mean, that's great. And I think anybody and there's a lot of people boating nowadays that weren't a couple of years ago.
Yes.
And may think, well, you know what, I know how to run a boat. I did it back when I was a kid or whatever. This is just a great way to make sure you're up to speed on courtesies on the lake, how to stay away from one another. It's odd to me, and I think people out there would wonder why two boats could run into one another. But there's a process out on the lake where you're supposed to know what to do when you're approaching one another.
Yes.
From two different directions, for instance. Just some common sense things that need to be made available. And so what happens if you have, say, a 13-year-old? Can they take the test now?
Good question. We've had a lot of people ask that question. You have to be 14 by Labor Day.
Okay.
So if you are going to turn 14 in July, August, up through Labor Day, you can take the test this summer. If you're going to turn 14 next year, then you'll wait till next summer.
Okay.
So this class, like I said, this has been in really high demand because COVID really cut back on the amount of classes that the Game and Parks were offering. So if you were to go onto the website, you can search for the classes that they offer. And I believe last time I looked, I think there was like 6, which is not very many.
Not very many.
And that's across the state of Nebraska. And there were not really any close to Broken Bow, but we had so many people that were asking for it. So a little arm twisting here and there, and we got one of our Game and Parks officers to come and offer it here in Broken Bow. So we're really excited. This is going to be on Sunday, June 20th. Now, if you've been looking at your calendar, you might know that's Father's Day. I've just been telling people, Happy Father's Day. Your kid can drive the boat now.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes. We didn't really have a whole lot of choice when it came to dates, so we had to take what was available. So Sunday, June 20th, 6 to 9 p.m. It is a 3-hour course. So we were hoping, if you were going to be at the lake that day or out of town, that, you could be back by 6 o'clock. That should hopefully be a little bit better. It is a $10 fee, and that just really goes to overhead and advertising and things like that. You can download the materials, as I mentioned, at the Nebraska Game and Parks website, which is outdoornebraska.gov. /boater education. If you go to outdoornebraska.gov or you type in Game and Parks, you'll find it there. You can download those materials and get to studying because you want to come really, as I said, prepared to take the test. So
now you go from 6 to 9. Is that a 3-hour test, or is there instruction ahead of that?
I think they review just a little bit and then they jump right into the test. And it does take quite a while. It's extensive, but it doesn't usually take the full 3 hours. Okay. So you'll probably be done before that. But as I said, this has been highly requested. So we have a very large list already. We're not going to limit the number of folks that can come to this, just because it's in such high demand. So as long as we have a chair for you, we'll get you into the course. I think we're up to like 35 people so far, which is good. You know, as I mentioned, last year things really got canceled. They did put out an online version of this test. It is more expensive and it's a little harder, I think, but so that is an option that you can look at on their website. Otherwise, you can come in and
Then do you need to pre-register for this?
We just start taking names and phone numbers.
Okay.
You know, it's not one of those where we have so many already that we know that he's coming to administer this test to whoever shows up. So, I say that I don't want people to just be like, yeah, we'll come, and then nobody show up. That would be bad. But we're just taking names and phone numbers. We have a Facebook post out there. I do on my own personal page, and then we do on the college page. And people have just been commenting, put my son down, put my daughter down, and so we've been putting those kids on the list. And I keep saying kids. Again, it's not just for kids. It's anyone born after 1985. So don't feel like, there'll be a bunch of teenagers. There will be a bunch of teenagers in there. But if you are an adult and you're planning on driving a boat or a jet ski, that's the big one.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah. It's any watercraft. So, if you're going to run a jet ski this summer, you don't want your day ruined by getting a ticket for not having a boat or safety card. So.
Yeah, and really those are powerful machines.
They are,
and you need to know how to run them. Yeah.
So, just get in and get that. And hopefully, we had talked about possibly having a class a little bit later in the summer. Scheduling wise, I'm not sure that that's going to happen. I would really like to have another July date, but as of right now, this is all we have. So, don't wait. Otherwise, you'll find yourself struggling through the online or driving somewhere else. Yeah. Probably the Missouri River. I think that's where a lot of them were.
Wow.
So you don't want to do that.
Clear down there.
Yes.
All right.
So.
Well, that's a great opportunity and one that won't come along again for a while, probably. So.
Yes.
All right. Again, all kinds of things that you guys offer, from business gatherings, instructions like what's going on today, boat safety, grain bin safety, all the way down to academic classes that you guys offer. Where are we at on sign-ups now for the next classes coming up?
The semester starts in August, late August. We take registrations right up and through that date. But don't wait. We always say don't wait. Get in, and even if you're just thinking about a class or two, just get in and let's talk about what your future might hold there. So, and don't forget about our art series, our teenage art series. We have tie-dye coming up, shibori coming up. Both going to be a lot of fun. So
Joan's pretty excited about that. She was in last week, and those are kind of relaxation classes where you can kind of unwind a little bit, do something different.
Exactly. So there will be some more, some different types of teen classes coming up in July that we're excited to bring. We like to offer things that, keep kids busy and out of trouble.
Okay. All right. I just have to tell you, you break the mold of math teachers. I just can't imagine you as a math teacher.
Well, hopefully my students didn't say that.
I mean, did you really like math in school when you were in school?
It just makes so much sense.
See, to most of us,
really,
it doesn't
makes sense to you?
Yes.
Wow, I'm glad it made sense to you, because it sure didn't make sense to me. Still doesn't.
It's so finite and just so,
Yeah, but
if you work hard, you can find the answer. You write a paper, and somebody might love it, and somebody might hate it.
Well, I enjoyed math until they started to incorporate letters in math. I'm like, what's a letter doing in math?
My friend has been giving me a really hard time lately about whether or not algebra, whether you use it in your real life. And of course, I'm like, well, of course you do. And I'm giving him all these examples. And he just is like, yeah, right, lady.
And I would not know because I took general math as many times as they would let me.
Lots of practice.
Yeah. But actually, it is. I don't want to is it art or is it a language of its own? I mean, it can go a long ways.
I think so. I mean, it's like a lot of different foreign languages.
Mhm.
I don't really want to use the word foreign when you talk about math, but, if you don't practice,
Yeah.
you get, I mean, I haven't done calculus for quite some time, and my daughter was calling me, how do I do this? I'm like, give me a minute. Gotta give that a goog and see what happens.
Well, and things, the way math is studied and done it changes as you go along. If you talk to my mom, she says, well, this is crazy. We didn't do it that way. Long division and all those sorts of things are a simple example of changes.
Mm-hmm.
And how you learn multiplication, it's all different.
I always just say it's all about problem solving. You might not remember exactly how to, find the area of a quadrilateral, but if you can problem solve your way through things, that's what math teaches you how to do. So.
Maybe that's my problem. I've always been better at creating problems than solving them.
Yeah, same here. Have you ever seen, and I used to have one here, Mr. Sterner gave it to me years ago, and I saved it. I don't think I had it in the studio for a long time. In 8th grade, the test that 8th graders took back in the small schools, farm schools, how the test was, how tough it was to graduate out of 8th grade.
Yes.
The questions in there, most people cannot answer today.
Oh, absolutely. And then you see, you're looking up, information about ancestors and things, and they went through 8th grade, and you think, oh, they didn't go through high school. Well, they probably learned a lot of the things they needed to know by 8th grade.
And they had a lot of story problems in there, or problems when they had math problems, they were kind of story problems, a lot of them.
Hated story problems. Hated story problems. Hated them.
I didn't care for them either. But yeah, I don't think a lot of us would get out of 8th grade if we had to take that 8th grade test.
Probably not.
I mean, I'll raise my hand.
You would problem solve your way out of it.
Oh, boy.
Life experience gives you a lot.
I really enjoyed multiple choice. That was my favorite.
True, false.
Yeah, true
50-50.
or false, multiple choice. Every once in a while, you can hit a good lick on one of those tests.
That is true.
Anyway, I'm sure you were a great math teacher, but you're doing a great job of making these classes available and running Mid-Plains here in Broken Bow. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you. It's glad to be here.
Now, would you kind of keep an eye on Higgy Baby and Brent Apperson today? I know you're going to be in and out. You have a busy day, and you're kind of helping with the Rotary Golf, but
yes.
He keeps talking about how he's sacrificing to do PR work today. I just want to make sure that the PR is there.
I'm just wondering if those two are going to save any prizes for anyone else this year. Because last year they cleaned house on the flag prizes.
Well, we realized very early in our round that we weren't going to win it. So we knew our only chance was maybe to win a flag prize or two.
That was not a bad strategy. You guys did well.
Oh, it was fun. And since you are kind of helping organize it, and we've got you in here, there are still some spots available for the tournament this afternoon.
If folks want to walk in, we take any walk-ins where we've got plenty of room. So if you'd like to come out and take a Friday afternoon to golf a little 9-hole scramble, it's a lot of fun. We try to make it, just relaxed, and it's not a very serious, be a great golfer kind of tournament. Of course, you can be, and we love to have any levels of golfers to come out. So stop on out to the golf course. We tee off at 1:00 today, so be there before that, and then you can hang around and have a steak dinner tonight and listen to a band and all kinds of fun things going on at the golf course.
Are you going to do the string thing?
Yes.
Again, I love that.
Yes.
String thing.
Yeah, they give you, how long is the string?
It's 5 feet.
That's okay, 5 feet long.
Yeah. This came from the wrestling club tournament. They do this every year, so we kind of copied this idea. But you get a 5-foot long string, so if you need to advance your ball, you can advance it and cut that amount off of your string for no stroke. So let's say your ball is 2 feet from the hole. You can take 2 feet off of your string, put it in the hole, take your birdie, maybe even your eagle, and not count that stroke. So, but once your string is gone, you're done.
But you don't have to use it on the green.
No,
right?
no,
I
you
mean,
can get yourself out of,
Yeah,
from
if
behind
you're-
a tree or out of a sand trap.
Sand trap.
Yeah. It's kind of fun, but you only get
It
5
was
feet.
fun.
It sounds like, 5 feet, but it's not very much.
What do you mean it's not very much? That's my height.
Yeah, and be sure and check if like he has kind of a bump in the back of his pants. It's probably a ball of string.
Yeah. I will never tell what color this year's string is.
Oh, you have a color code. Oh, good idea.
But we have mulligans. The string is a lot of fun. We have some really great prizes. We had a lot of sponsors this year that really just donated some great prizes. So it's a lot of fun. It's $60 for 2 people, so $30 each. Plus if you're going to buy your mulligan and your string. We have a lunch that's available. They're going to be grilling hamburgers and hot dogs for a free will donation. Just a fun afternoon.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. Good times.
Brent says he's doing PR work this
Oh,
afternoon.
he is.
I know. I'm sacrificing my afternoon to do public relations for the station.
He might wear
And
a
I-
T-shirt or something.
And
just in case,
I told Dave, you're welcome.
Yeah, well,
Well,
somebody has to do it.
Don't wear those funky shorts you wore last year, please.
I'm hoping it'll be cool enough to where I won't break out. My legs aren't ready for prime time yet.
We like to call those ghost sticks.
Yes.
Ghost sticks. I like that.
As Jeff Denson told me one time, do those only come out at night? Yes.
Well, whatever you had on last year, you and Gavin have made all of the PR material for this year. So if you've noticed on our
I
posters.
don't quite understand how we got to be your poster people.
But you got to think about the poster. We talked about this at our staff meeting Tuesday, and I never thought about it. But you ever see 2 guys so serious in a golf tournament when they're behind, probably last, and looking down?
And
that was for a flag prize. That was what that was for.
And I can guarantee you we probably missed the putt, too.
Thanks, Casey.
Yes, thank you.
Casey Johnson heading up Mid-Plains Community College here in Broken Bow.
If your neck, shoulders, back, or knees are preventing you from feeling your best, it's time to take action. Whether you've had it for years or it's due to a recent injury, you don't have to live with the pain. Pearson Physical Therapy of Broken Bow offers personalized treatments and flexible appointments that work around your busy schedule. Call Pearson Physical Therapy at 872-5800 or visit us on the web at pearsonpt.com. The treatment you need, the care you deserve.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Ask Universal Insurance in Broken Bow if Auto Owners makes sense for you.
All right, we have some other things we want to highlight here this morning. One of those is the Callaway garage sales. Now, this is an annual event. It seems like it just gets bigger and bigger, and they're going to be having this in Callaway tomorrow. Also going to have sidewalk sales tomorrow. But get this, they're also going to have the garage sales out in the country around Callaway, and they're going to be having garage sales in Oconto as well.
Yep, 32 families in 23 locations, town and in the country, like Dave said. Also, they'll have a few in Oconto. It's garage sale heaven in Callaway. Fun, food, great buys, treasures, and bargains galore. Maps will be available from chamber merchants the week of the sales, so you can swing on in, get a map, and start kind of putting out your route for tomorrow. The Callaway area community-wide garage sales, and I'm sure that many of them will kind of have their own hours, but for the most part, they're kind of promoting it from 8 until 2. And I'm sure that'll probably be the hours for the sidewalk sales downtown as well. Come early, stay all day. You'll find the best buys in Callaway. Sponsored by the Callaway Chamber of Commerce. Callaway Area Community-Wide Garage Sale Day tomorrow, June 12th, in Callaway, around Callaway, extending on into Oconto.
All right, we're going to be giving away our tickets today to Toby Keith and Luke Combs, and we want to thank our businesses, and we're not going to do this right now, but we want to thank them a couple of times here this morning. We had participating businesses who had the registration containers in their businesses with the red Solo Cup on top, and we want to thank Shotgun Annie's in Callaway, the Rescue Bar in Sargent, the Lazy D in Taylor, the Sargent Corner Market, Sylvester's in Broken Bow, Grocery Cart, Broken Bow, Grazer's Bar and Grill in Arnold, Henry's Bar in Callaway, Tubbs Pub in Sumner, the Exchange in Arnold, and Fiesta Brava here in Broken Bow all had registration containers in their businesses. We appreciate that very much, and they participated and sponsored this event. And then, of course, we also have it up on Sandhills Express until 10 o'clock, I believe, last night for you to register online. So we're going to have two different drawings in a way, but these businesses made both of them possible. We'll get Jeremy in here, I think, to help us with the drawing, since he kind of developed all of this. And, of course, the graphics and everything that you saw Jeremy put together. And he always has a hand in the internet side of things. So we'll get Jeremy in here to help us out today and give away some of those tickets. Also, as we mentioned, we're going to be giving away some other tickets, and I had forgotten, Brent and I had talked yesterday about giving some of the Comstock tickets away over on KCNI yesterday, and they are all gone. So we're not going to be giving away Comstock tickets today on The Breakfast Show because they went quickly yesterday on KCNI. But again, today, on Friday, you'll be able to see Chris Jansen, Ali Colleen, and Lucas Hogue. That's tonight at Comstock at the Windmill Festival. And then tomorrow, Logan Mize, Chevelle Shepard, Josh Grayson, and, of course, Extreme Bull Riding. And as Henry was alluding to when he was here the other day, what day it was, anyway, the other day, they have good regional bands in the beer tents that play between acts, and they have 50 acres of camping, so you can still hook your camper up and head on over. You take your tent over, take your RV over. They'll make room for you. They have food vendors if you don't want to camp, and craft vendors as well. And that is going to go on today and tomorrow at the Windmill Festival Country Show at Comstock, or just outside of Comstock.
And boy, the weather looks beautiful for tonight and tomorrow. And you don't have to have your tickets in advance. You just show up, you can pay at the gate, you can get in and enjoy a great night of music.
You bet. And they're putting on a show for you. And as Henry said, if you support it, there'll be more.
Yep. All
right, we're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, we have a little more music for you. And then we're going to give you a chance to win a ticket to the Flag Day celebration meal tomorrow at the Veterans Building here in Broken Bow.
Rise and shine.
All right. The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
For those 62 years of age and for those that are handicapped or disabled regardless of their age, the Grand Generation Manor in Callaway has affordable housing available. An equal housing opportunity provider and employer. They're located at 200 South Grand Avenue in Callaway. The Grand Generation Manor.
When you're shopping for shoes, whether you know it or not, you're shopping for comfort and style. This week at Beau Bouderie, we have 20% off the Clarks, Viking, Atrex, and Soft brands that have both comfort and style. Summer warmth is showing up. Come and get some cool and airy sandals at Beau Bouderie. Style and comfort await you on the east side of the square in Broken Bow at Beau Bouderie, your home-owned shoe store.
Whether you're seeking curb appeal for your home or you want to do a remodel or new construction, Ansley Lumber and Supply in downtown Ansley has the materials that you'll need, from premium lumber to metal for buildings, plus GAF shingles for the roof and quality Benjamin Moore paint available in over 3,500 colors. Ask them about consultations with their pros and delivery. 935-1815. Or see them on Main Street in Ansley at Ansley Lumber and Supply.
The 5th annual Thetford Fire and Rescue Poker Run is June 19th. Sign-in starts at 8 a.m. in the Thetford Fire Hall, $20 a rider or $30 for a couple. After a flag ceremony at 10, everyone will head out on the run before coming back to the Thomas County Fairgrounds at 6 for a barbecue, beer garden, silent auction, and concert. Free campsites at the fair.
To Hastings, June 17th through the 19th. Watch over 200 outstanding high school rodeo athletes compete for the year-end title and a spot on the Nebraska national team. Performance times on Thursday, June 17th are 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., Friday, June 18th at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m., with the final performance on Saturday, June 19th at 1. With food, vendors, and Western shopping, it promises to be a great weekend of watching rodeo. For tickets and more info, contact the Adams County Fairgrounds.
If you've been injured or recovering from surgery, your first priority is to treat your problem. At Team Physical Therapy, we will evaluate, treat, and educate you about your specific roadblocks. We offer many therapists to help. Stop by one of our locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, and Kearney or call 872-5111. We have great resources online at myteampt.com or call 872-5111 Team Physical Therapy, together empowering able movement.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show. Susan Eberly is on the line, and she's going to be very upset at me. She's going to be unable to use the ticket. They will not be in town tomorrow. But I did, why not talk to her on this Friday, because this is her retirement day.
Yeah.
Susan, will you talk to us on the air?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
You have no choice now, do you, Susan?
I kind of not. I'm in a spot.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be available for the Flag Day celebration meal. That's okay. We'll give the ticket to someone else. But we did want to just take this time, since we have you on the line, to wish you the best of luck. I know we talked about it yesterday during a remote at Varney's, but what's one of the first things that you are going to do in retirement?
What's that, David? Excuse me, Julie was talking to me. What'd you say? I'm sorry. I can't multitask like I used to.
Well, just tell Julie to leave you alone for a minute. Just tell her to back off. Okay. When you get to the retirement that you're headed for after today, what's the first thing that you want to tackle? Do you have a project that you want to do? You just want to sit out on a porch and have an iced tea? What's your thoughts?
Well, actually, that sounds like a good idea first, the coffee or iced tea, but I plan on going up into my loft and cleaning it out and getting rid of some stuff. That's my main project I've been wanting to do.
That must be on the list, because my wife, retired from the library, and she is going through files and drawers of stuff that we've been sticking in, for years and years. So it must be kind of a nice feeling to finally get to some of those things that you've been going to do.
Yes, because, it seems like when you get off of work, you don't really have a lot of time, or maybe don't feel like doing it. So
exactly,
this is going to be nice. I've been looking forward to it. There's so much stuff we've just kind of shoved, and I don't even know what's up there.
Yeah. And as we mentioned yesterday, you're going to spend a little more time probably with that handsome devil you're married to.
Well, yes, and first off, then that's why I was calling, is because today is Bud's birthday also.
Is it? Oh, nice. Happy birthday.
What a wonderful gift you're giving him. You're going to be able to spend more time with him, and that's a great gift for his birthday.
Yes, but I'm sure he's not going to want me down at his shop, because I'd be wanting to get rid of some stuff, and he'll say, just leave it alone.
Do not touch my stuff at the shop.
Yeah, because I'm always trying to pick up stuff and different things, and he'll say, no, just leave that there. I know where everything is.
Understand. Well, again, congratulations, and happy birthday to Bud.
Well, thank you, and hold on just a minute. Me and Julie want to sing something, okay?
Hold on. Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Happy birthday to Bud. Happy birthday to Bud. Happy birthday, dear Bud. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Happy birthday, Bud.
I'm really off key.
That's all right. It's the thought that counts.
Okay, well, thanks a lot, Dave. And like I say, when I called, I sure didn't know I was calling in for a ticket. I was just calling in to make a birthday wish.
Well, we got it done.
Okay.
Take care.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you.
Bye.
You mentioned Bud's birthday today. Brings back a memory for me. I've just started working here, and you guys were teaching me how to do commercials. And the first commercial copy that you gave me was for Eberly Boot and Saddle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was brand new to the area. I didn't know how to pronounce names. So I recorded the ad as Eberl. Eberl Boot and Saddle. It didn't. I think it ran once, and the phone was ringing.
Oh boy!
So I learned by that how to pronounce Eberly.
Eberly, Bud Eberly, celebrating a birthday today with Jared Eggleston and many others. Happy birthday to you all.
From 6 to 12, and it will be free for those under 6 years old. And then they're going to have their annual business meeting for the Gates Community Center to follow. So come June 13th, that's this Sunday, for food and fellowship, and then you're invited to stay for the meeting as well. That'll be Sunday at the Gates Community Center. Again, cost for the meal, $7 for adults, $4 for children 6 to 12, and then those under 6 will be admitted free, and they'll start serving at 1 o'clock on Sunday.
8:57, just enough time to talk about the Whiskey Barrel. I don't know if you've seen the new sign that Stan has placed on the front of the store.
I don't know if I have.
It's dangerous. You know, he got in trouble with cats a while back. Now,
I saw that one.
Now he's working on the X's a little bit. If there's been, you know, here's his latest.
Okay.
Our ice is cold as your ex-wife's heart.
Oh, my. Okay. Oh, Stan.
Something like that. I think I'm pretty close. But actually, his ice is really not any colder than anybody else's ice because, you know, it's frozen. But his beverages in his coolers are close to the edge of frozen. So when you take them out of the cooler and put them in the ice, as the ice melts, your beer or your beverage is colder than when you put them in the cooler.
Mm-hmm.
So that means you can drop by if you like and just pick up a single bottle of pop or whatever, beer, and it's ice cold. It's ready to go. You don't have to get in the car, pop the top, and go, well, you shouldn't get in the car and pop the top of a beer. But if you, for instance, with pop, you go, ooh, that's lukewarm, you're not going to get that with Stan. He'll make sure it's cold for you. And they are open 7 days a week. And here's the thing about Stan. Sometimes he gets in controversy about his sayings on the front. Usually not. But sometimes he does. But there's a reason for it. Ask him about it. He'll explain it to you. He'll explain it as to why it was put up there, and it'll make sense.
Mm-hmm.
The other part of that is what makes sense there is when you walk in, you don't have to feel like maybe you're paying more for the product than you should be, because Stan watches competition. He makes sure that he's right in the ballpark, and he just has X amount he marks up on all his products, and there's no glitzy sales. You don't have to worry about going in for a sale item and then paying more for something else that you could have bought, for less money somewhere else. So that's the way Stan works. That's the way his staff works. And they are ready to take care of you. Friendly service, just a wonderful store, well-kept and very, very nice. And the people are very, very nice. 7 days a week, the Whiskey Barrel, located right across the street from Gateway Motors, sandwiched between Subway and Vet Care in Broken Bow. Not far from there is the Pizza Hut.
That's correct, yeah. They got some neat things going on. They've been doing a coloring contest for kids going on. And for adults, if you order more than $35 with a dine-in order, you can get entered into a drawing for a gift basket at Pizza Hut. I would love to win a gift basket from Pizza Hut. Also, they are featuring something new on the menu. It's the Spicy Cheddar Potato Bites, 15 pieces per order. They're delicious. So go in and try them today. Also, don't forget parking lot pizzas. Pizzas in the parking lot are back. They do that on Monday, and they serve them from 5 until 7. They're ready to go. Pepperoni or beef pizzas, mediums, only $7. You can even add a soda for an extra $1. But it's really nice. On Monday, you get off work, just swing on out to the Pizza Hut parking lot and grab a pepperoni or beef medium pizza ready to go, only $7. And they do that on Monday in the parking lot from 5 until 7. Also, don't forget about that great party room, which is open again now. Call to reserve. It's a great place to enjoy good food and good conversation with a large group or family. And they are looking for help, too. So if you want to join the Pizza Hut team, just stop on in or go online to pizzahut.com.
Good morning to Tina. Tina has communicated in our little message box here that you can do as well. You can just listen to the radio or you can watch the show. It's all available. Now let's just go through real quick. You can listen to the radio like you always did, all the way back to when radio first began. I think radio is one of the coolest technologies in the world because there's no delay. You don't have to have a mouse to run it. You don't have to sit in front of it. You can go do other things. It's one of the most effective medias out there.
And you usually don't have to reboot your radio.
Not usually.
Yeah.
No, you don't at all. And you just set your favorite station on it, hopefully KCNI or KBVN, and you're good to go. Now, the other part of that is you can go online and listen to KCNI1280.com, and you can hear the audio on your computer, your laptop, your phone. You can download the free apps on both stations. Just push the app, and boom, there we are. You can also watch the show on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any other ways that I'm missing here?
I have no idea. I think you covered it.
Okay.
That's a lot.
That's a bunch of ways to listen to music and entertainment and information, and we love you for it. Thanks so much. We are going to take a news break. We'll be back with more things to talk about and tickets to give away. Stay tuned.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBVN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. President Biden and other world leaders are about to open their G7 summit in Western England. CBS's Vicki Barker.
Responding to the global pandemic and the resulting economic downturn, topping the agenda at this three-day summit, along with climate change, trade, and how the world's wealthiest democracies should respond to such rising undemocratic world powers as Russia and China.
It'll cause concern for McDonald's customers.
Can I get a quarter pounder with cheese? Make that too.
We've just learned about a data breach. The Wall Street Journal says the company cut off unauthorized access a week after hackers stole information from systems in the U.S., South Korea, and Taiwan. Fellow lawmakers in Oregon have expelled a Republican colleague who allowed armed rioters into the state capitol in December. Mike Neerman has no regrets.
I asked the question, why were they angry? They wanted to be part of a process which you intentionally excluded them from.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Deb Carson.
Utah Jazz jumped out to a 2-0 series lead over the LA Clippers. Utah beat LA 117-111 in Game 2. Donovan Mitchell led the Jazz with 37 points, while Rudy Gobert had 13 points, 20 rebounds in the win. Game 3 is coming up Saturday in LA. In the East, the Bucks blew a 21-point lead, but they were able to hold off the Nets 86-83. Drew Holiday with a late go-ahead layup, but Chris Middleton and Giannis Antetokounmpo combined for 68 points. Brooklyn still leads the series 2-1 with Game 4 coming up Sunday in Milwaukee. In NHL playoff action, the Golden Knights eliminated the Avalanche 6-3 to advance to the NHL's Final Four. Vegas won 4 straight games in the series after losing the first 2 games. The A's and Astros both lost, so Oakland remains a game ahead of Houston in the AL West.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, a chance for a storm ending early on, otherwise becoming mostly sunny with high temperatures working up into the lower 80s. Winds becoming gusty from the north. Then for tonight, mostly clear skies, a low of 54. Saturday's highs pushing up to 84 degrees under abundant sunshine, and that stretch of sunny weather looks to continue even into your Sunday, low 90s. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. As we transition from prep season to watering season, Custer Electric and Irrigation wants to remind you of important offerings that set them apart. They are once again offering free FieldNet and NFTrax demos for this growing season. Demos are limited, so call today to reserve your pivot control or set of NFTrax. Want to skip the demo and buy? Custer Electric and Irrigation recently installed 4 radio bridges that allow the service area for telemetry and FieldNet to expand where you may not previously been able to get it. These bridges also mean cheaper annual subscriptions, so talk to Lance to see what he can do for you. In need of tires but don't want to upgrade to NFTrax? Custer Electric has 11.2 by 38 tires on hand and ready for your pivots. Finally, is your pivot leaking more water than irrigating? This is your reminder to not settle for second best on sprinklers. Update your sprinkler packages today for install before service season. For all this and more, call Lance at 880-1507. Check them out on Facebook or at custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
68 degrees here at Broken Bow, lots of sunshine. A north breeze, cool, clean north breeze is going to be with us all day. Maybe a little bit more than a breeze. Some gusts up there around 25 expected today. But certainly welcome the cool off.
Got a question for you.
Yeah?
All right. I meant to do this at the top of the show, but I thought I'm going to give you a question of the day. Okay? Yesterday was hot.
Yes, it
wasn't
was.
It? Okay, so here's my question. I was thinking about this yesterday. What's harder on you? The first real hot, steamy day of the year or the first bitter cold day of the year?
Ooh.
What's tougher on you?
They're both dangerous if you're not careful.
You personally, what's harder? For me, I thought, I think it's the hot one. For me,
that's a tough question because neither one of them are much fun. But there's the old saying, when it's cold, you can put more clothes on, but when it's hot, you can only, go
Take
down
so
to your birthday suit, and then you get arrested. So I guess I'd go with I don't like the cold, so I'm gonna go. I hate that first, like when it gets down to. It's kind of relative. Maybe.
Well, and certainly things like, the humidity when it's hot, the wind when it's cold, if those two things play a factor, I know those two things can play a factor in it, but yeah, I was just thinking about that yesterday, because it was so hot. What do I like least? The first real hot day of the year or the first bitter cold day of the year? Yeah,
because you can get used to both. I think cold weather, actually, you can get a little more used to as the winter goes on, because you can dress warmer. And, when it's 25 below for a while, then 10 degrees or 15 seems kind of nice.
We found that out this past season.
In the summer, we'd all like to have it around 78 to 82 degrees and a very light north breeze. We don't get much of that anymore. We had some nice spring days, but seems like lately we just go from cool and wet to what we've got now, and that's what happened this year. We had maybe a couple of transitional days, and here we're running on either side of 90. The humidity yesterday, they were right with the heat index. It was grueling. Even though it was 93, it definitely felt like it was 100 degrees. So I don't know. I guess I don't know how to answer that, really. You don't like either one of them.
That's just what I was going to say. I guess when it comes down to it, you maybe don't like either one.
Yeah. All right, let me give this a shot here. I get the right people here. Just a minute. There he is.
Hello?
Yeah, Jeremy, this is Brent and Dave. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Couple questions. We want you to come in and help us with the drawing today for the tickets for Luke Combs and what's his name?
Toby Keith.
Toby Keith.
Yeah, not Travis Tritt like you announced 2 weeks ago. Toby Keith.
Toby Keith, yeah.
Yes.
Would you be willing to do that in a little bit?
Yeah, I can do that. I've got to get the online registration picker ready.
Oh, okay.
But then I'll pop in.
Okay. And then the other part have you talked to Christy today?
Yeah, we've talked a little bit.
Well, I've seen her a couple of times. She dropped in some information here, and I got a cup of coffee, and she didn't say good morning. Is there something that I have done that, or she just kind of ignored me?
No, I think she's frustrated with herself. She spilled some pretty sticky coffee on her keyboard yesterday morning, and it's still not quite functioning correctly.
Here you go. Is that in the a new keyboard? Is that in the budget?
No, it's not. She's going to have to deal with it.
That's what I thought you'd say.
I don't know. Does she have long fingernails? Do they get stuck in the cracks there too?
Christy, Dave wants to know if your long fingernails are just getting stuck in the cracks of your keyboard. She said no.
Because I know she can get a little scratchy sometimes.
Oh, boy.
I hear her pounding down on her keyboard over there, just trying to get it to type, though.
Well, I thought maybe it was something I had done, so that's good to know that it's a sticky keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
It's a day-to-day deal, and I felt like, she just kind of ignored me. She talked to Brent here and gave him some information and didn't say hi at all.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot. Come on in whenever it works for you.
Okay, I'll be in a little bit.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
Well, there you go. Sticky keyboard situation.
Yeah. It's not good. Not good when you spill something on your keyboard. We've all done it.
Yeah. I don't think we have a spare. She's going to have to live with it.
It's not. A new keyboard's not in the budget.
Well, I don't think we have one that matches because I don't think hers is... it's not a cordless one. I think it's one you plug in. I think we have some cordless ones back there that you put the little gadget in the computer and then, it's cordless, which is kind of handy until the batteries run out.
Where did we get them cinnamon rolls from the other day? I think, was it over at the golf club? Jeremy's wife brought them in or something?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, man, they were delicious.
Yeah.
But that's my problem. When you get the cinnamon rolls, you're eating a cinnamon roll, then you type on your computer, and you got sticky fingers.
Yeah. Well,
but I guess I don't know if I've ever spilled anything
I
on my
haven't
keyboard.
spilled.
I don't think I have.
Well, Christy, sometimes she's distracted, or she might have been a little clumsy this morning. I don't know. Maybe she stayed out too late last night. There's a lot of different things could have caused that.
Yeah.
Lack of attention to detail.
Yeah. Should we go to a live read?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, here we go. Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership. They are looking right now for early, I'll get it out in a minute, an early childhood center assistant in Broken Bow is what they're looking for. Starting wage would be $11.36 per hour. Qualifications include you must have a high school diploma or equivalent, a working phone, valid Nebraska driver's license, and previous experience working with preschool children. You would be helping in the center, cooking and cleaning for children up to age 3, and assist the teacher with daily activities and plan activities. Great benefits package when you deal with these jobs through CNCAP. Benefits would include health, dental, life, and vision insurance, a flexible 4-day working schedule. My favorite benefit, your birthday as a paid day off.
That sucks.
Again, I think Casey and KVBN looks into adding that. But anyway, also an employer-matched retirement up to 3%. So if you're interested, just contact CNCAP for more information and for an application. You can do that by calling 308-745-0780. Extension is 105. You can also apply online through their website, which is centralnebraskacap.com.
All right, thank you very much. I have 2 tickets to the Flag Day celebration meal and ceremony that will take place tomorrow at the Veterans Building here in Broken Bow. And again, they'll start at 4 and go till 7. The meal starts at 4. They're going to have pulled pork, sloppy joes, and mountain oysters, and all the trimmings for you. And tickets are very reasonable. You can get your tickets tomorrow if you don't get them ahead of time. Dell says that's just fine. But we have 2 tickets here that we'll give you here on the air. You don't have to go on the air at all. I'm going to play a commercial, and you call me at 22801 and win yourself 2 tickets to the Flag Day celebration meal tomorrow at the Veterans Building here in Broken Bow, and they'll retire flags starting about 5 o'clock and have a drawing for prizes at 7 o'clock tomorrow, and it all happens at the Veterans Building. Call us at 872-2801.
Do you check your Google search results regularly? You should. People often get their first impression of you or your business online. Negative comments on the internet can impact your life and your livelihood. Take control of your online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com. It may reveal negative posts from an ex-employee, upset patient or client, news article, legal issue, or even exposed personal information right there in your Google search results. Uncover what's lurking on the internet about you with reputationdefender.com's patented scan and get your free reputation report card. Or for immediate assistance with your reputation, call 800-401-6681. Our cutting-edge technology helps make your Google search results look their best. Call 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681. 800-401-6681. Or take the free scan at reputationdefender.com.
9:17 is your time. We still have those tickets available at 872-2801. Give us a call if you'd like to win 2 tickets to the Flag Day celebration meal tomorrow at the Veterans Building. 872-2801. All right. Thanks to Pam. She called in, got herself 2 tickets to the Flag Day celebration meal and ceremony tomorrow at the Veterans Building. Thanks for listening, Pam. Appreciate the call. Well, let's see here. Let me just. Jeremy's in the studio. How you doing, Jeremy?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Let me just. There we go.
This is Christy.
Yeah, Christy, it's Brent and Jeremy and Dave. How's it going today? How's things at the desk?
It's wonderful.
How you coming with your keyboard?
It's a little slow, delayed.
What happened?
What happened, Christy?
I accidentally spilled my coffee on it, but it's okay. I got it covered.
Well, do you have a lot of sugar and sweets in it?
Well, I do use a lot of creamer, so yeah.
She uses a very alarming amount of creamer. She's not a very seasoned coffee drinker.
She pours a little coffee in with her creamer.
I like sweet coffee.
What'd you say yesterday, Christy? It was a particularly strong batch of coffee.
It was.
You said you probably had like a 1/3 cup creamer.
Oh yeah, at least.
I'm glad I'm not in the creamer pool and contributing that money towards that creamer in the fridge.
Well, check in the back. There might be an extra keyboard back there.
Oh, okay, I might check that.
All right. Talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Bye.
She said it was doing fine, but she took you up on the new keyboard real quick.
Well, it's not a new keyboard if it's in the back.
Oh, yeah, that's true. If it's been retired to the back room, it's not really real. But at least she
made
removed,
her feel good, though.
She removed her keys and was kind of wiping the keys off individually, and it's still...
Oh.
It kind of, if I'm being honest, listening to the keys stick when she was typing was giving me anxiety. I don't know how I wasn't sending her over the top.
Well, there's also a keyboard in my office on that I have a spare computer on. I was trying to get some things off of before I put it to bed. It's one I had in my house I used to do production on, and it's Windows 7, and it doesn't work out that well. But the keyboard's hooked in. It has a cord and everything.
Wow, Windows 7. How far back does that go?
2012?
Yeah.
2013, maybe even
That's when they
earlier
quit
than that.
supporting it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because our other automation system, our audio system, was on Windows 7. I liked Windows 7 personally. I wish they never would have changed.
Yeah. I wish they never would have changed from Windows 95.
95 was
Back
good.
in 1995, that was the original.
I took a class to learn how to run Windows 95.
I remember that,
at
yeah.
North Platte College. Yeah.
Our first anything even close to it. See, now, the generations coming through school today, they've got tablets and computers and stuff like that. It wasn't until I was almost in junior high, I think it was 5th or 6th grade, we got these little laptop-looking things at our school. They came in a big cart, and then you'd get them out, and we learned how to type on them. But you literally just open them up, and there were no programs or anything. It was just a screen, and you typed words on it. That's all it was capable of.
So
there
you
was
could
no
learn to
such
type.
thing as but my generation's kind of the last ones that went through any type of schooling without this technology at their fingertips.
Well, I remember when schools were making those transitions, they wanted to have computer labs, to where they could have a room full of computers for class. And now they just carry in a tablet, and we cannot, we need to, build a special room for this computer lab because you can't get, wired through the old school's walls. And now that you just do wireless, so it's changed a lot. All right, what do we have left, man? We want to talk a little bit about McDonald's?
Yeah, let's do that. They're kicking off summer with great daily deals at McDonald's. And again, to claim these deals that we talk about in the morning, you've got to go through the McDonald's app to do it. They're available only on the McDonald's app. So if you haven't loaded it up on your phone yet, make sure you do so. And as we take a look at Friday, June 11th, here's your daily deal through the McDonald's app. Free
Oh,
F-R-E-E.
I like the F word.
Free.
Yeah.
Do you like McDonald's fries?
Yes.
Fries
Huh?
are good.
All right. Free. Any size of fries with a minimum purchase of $1.
Any size?
Oh, and you only have to spend $1?
All you got to do is spend $1.
Oh, boy.
You can get a $1 soft drink and get a large fry for free.
That's easy to do because it's like, I love their sweet tea. I'll go through there.
Sweet tea and fries?
There you go.
Yes.
But again, this is available only on the McDonald's app. So to
Okay.
get the free fries, you got to go through the app.
Okay.
That's
Right.
your daily deal at McDonald's in
That's a
Broken
good
Bow.
deal. That's a good deal. Another good deal is the Nebraska Lottery. And we have, I can't imagine how many dollars of certificates we have here. Now, you're going to take some with you to the golf course today, right?
Yeah,
Hand
I
out
think
some?
so. Yeah, we'll
Okay.
give some of these away.
But we have made a partnership. Kristen actually has been working with Nebraska Lottery folks. And we're giving away for quite a while now these. Basically, each one of those, Jeremy, that you picked up is worth $1.
You could wager with these on the golf course later today.
Oh.
Whoever you're paired with,
Yeah.
say, I got 5 scratch tickets. You let me have another mulligan.
Oh.
If you'll look
You
the
guys
other
will
way,
shoot the best round of your life.
You're talking about bartering.
You better
I love that.
Better bring a few books
idea.
of these.
Bartering and cheating.
I just
yes.
we just got to get teamed with somebody who loves the lottery.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Take them with you.
They have a kind of a, I think it's a new game, or at least the game that they're promoting right now is called My Day. It's a fun Nebraska lottery game with a calendar theme. You play your birthday, anniversary, or any date you want, and you could win up to $5,000. Each My Day play costs just $1, and drawings are held every day of the week. You match the month, day, and year, and you could win up to $5,000.
Cool.
Other prizes range from $1 to $365. See AnnieLottery.com for details. When you play My Day, you're helping to build a better Nebraska. A portion of the proceeds from every ticket sold goes to support good causes across the state. Over $818 million has been raised for the environment, education, Nebraska State Fair, and Compulsive Gamblers Assistance since 1993. The Nebraska Lottery, play is good, so go play.
That game sounds right up my mom's alley. She's played the same numbers whenever she buys a $1 ticket for as long as I can remember. It's a combination of my birthday, my sister's birthday, her anniversary, and something else.
Mm-hmm.
Same numbers every time. She's like, I just know that I couldn't take it if I saw that those numbers won, and I just happened to switch it up.
She's just protecting those numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's good as odds as any. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. And if she wins, that'll make it even more special. Brent.
Dave.
Now, I don't think at Nebraska State Bank and Trust they allow folks to have coffee near their keyboards. I'm pretty sure they don't want sugary substances down the keyboards at the bank.
You could be right. Yes.
So I know they have a job opening there. I just wanted to put that on the table that if you apply for the job, remember they don't really want fluids on their keyboards.
Okay.
That's an interesting fact to know.
Yeah. It's something that just popped up today.
Well, they are looking for a full-time teller and bookkeeper at Nebraska State Bank. Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company has an opening for a full-time teller bookkeeper. Are you dependable, flexible, accurate, and have exceptional customer service skills? Well, if so, you could be their perfect candidate. Experience with money handling and cash reconciliation would be preferred. This is a full-time position with competitive compensation and excellent benefits, such as insurance, retirement, and paid leave. Applications, you can check out those by giving them a call at 872-2466. You can also email Betsy Smith. She's the contact person for this job opening. And you can email her at bsmith@nesb.bank. Nebraska State Bank looking for a full-time teller bookkeeper.
Or you can also go in and ask for Lady Gaga.
That's what I was
Yes.
going to say. You were? Yeah. If you make it into it, get called in for an interview, maybe get a leg up and ask her to do her Lady Gaga impression.
Boy, can she do that.
Or walk in playing a Lady Gaga song on your phone.
There you go.
Something.
Give you a little edge.
Yeah. So, for those of you who have no clue what we're talking about, Betsy kind of portrayed Lady Gaga several months ago.
She was Lady Gaga.
True. At a karaoke contest.
I think her husband was very careful getting her to the car and getting her home. I think he thought that somebody was going to come up and want an autograph and harass him.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Huh?
Did you hear me say that?
What? What'd you say?
Okay.
What?
You might want to go to Nebraska Land Hearing and have your hearing checked.
Yes. And you can tell you what, if you want your hearing checked, there's no better person to go see than Roxanne. She will take care of you, folks. She's board certified hearing instrument specialist with over 30 years of experience. Some specials she's offering: receive a $500 discount for buying local, and she's offering a $1,500 stimulus special. There's no need to travel out of town because Roxanne sells the top technology available in the world right here in Broken Bow. And the neat thing is, with her, you're going to get that good follow-up local service. So contact her today to set up your appointment, 308-384-3852. And when you call Roxanne, tell her that you heard about this information on The Breakfast Show. Because if you mention that, you could receive a $50 coupon toward a purchase or chamber bucks. So call Roxanne and say, I heard it on The Breakfast Show. 308-384-3852 is the number to call.
Thank you, Brent. We're going to play some rap music now.
Rap?
We don't usually play rap music on The Breakfast Show, but I found this rap song I was going to play this morning.
Cool.
I was going to ask a question about rap music, but I forgot.
Well, if it's a question about rap music, I won't be able to answer it.
Here we go.
All right.
The Jaggards, the rappers.
at SteelUSA.com/gift guide. Pick up at over 10,000 local Steel dealers. All prices MSRP, includes battery and charger, are available at participating dealers. Dad doesn't quit until the job is done. So get him gas-powered tools from Steel that can keep up with him. From chainsaws and trimmers to blowers and more, Steel has the tools Dad needs. With legendary Steel gas-powered equipment starting at $139.99. Shop online at SteelUSA.com/gift guide. Pick up at over 10,000 local Steel dealers. All prices MSRP, available at participating dealers.
7:37. Thanks to Tammy for calling in. She is calling from Callaway this morning, and she wants to use the Buffalo Bill Rodeo tickets, so it worked out great. Thanks, Tammy, for calling in and listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We appreciate that very much. So, guys, we're down to the grand finale. I think we'll want to thank our sponsors for this event, but I'd like Jeremy to talk about it a little bit. This is kind of your creation, Jeremy. Of course, you did all the graphics and so forth, which you always do a great job on, but putting this on both Sand Hills Express as an entry point and then having the containers out and about seemed to work pretty nice.
Yeah, it did. And I think I was just randomly sitting in the studio and Christy came in and said, do you want to put together a quick promotion? And we just kind of tossed some ideas back and forth, and then we kind of we're like, well, what's similar about Toby Keith and Luke Combs? I was like, well, it seems like they both like beer a lot. And then
they sing about it a lot.
They sing about it a lot. And then we kind of, I think she mentioned something about a red Solo cup. And then we were like, well, could we find like a giant red Solo cup for entries? It was like, well, maybe that'd be a little bit difficult. So then we just came up with the buckets with the red Solo cup in the top, and the registrations went well. We've got a whole
lots.
You hear those? Lots of registrations in here paper-wise. And then we did the online registration point as well, because we know that it's not always the easiest to find registration box and get a lot of registrations in. So
yep. I think it was great, and having it available both online and area businesses worked really good. And now we have containers to use for other promotions.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of buckets that we've got to find a way to use them.
Yeah, we'll just leave the hole there and make that an entry bucket.
Yep,
working good. Is Shannon here today? Is she still in the studio?
Maybe. I don't know when those ribbon cuttings and everything started.
Oh, I think there's the house one at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Any before that?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, let's find out if she's here, because let's see, she would be Colleen.
We need to,
yeah, we haven't updated our
those.
phone system for a while.
Colleen, I'm sorry.
Hello?
Yeah, Shannon, this is the breakfast show, just on the other side of the building. You know where we're located.
I've heard of you.
Hey, we need somebody to draw the names out for the prizes today, and we were going to ask Christy, but we can't use her because she has sticky fingers.
She can wash her hands.
Well, I don't know if that comes off all that cream.
It does.
Well, do you girls want to come in and help?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Okay.
Come on in.
As you invite her, I just want everybody to know that Jeremy has reached over and grabbed the disinfectant wipes as they get ready to come in.
Yeah, she can wipe her hands off with that.
Yeah. While we're waiting for the girls to come in, let's thank our sponsors for helping with this. Shotgun Annie's in Callaway, the Rescue Bar in Sargent, Lazy D in Taylor, the Sargent Corner Market, Sylvester's in Broken Bow, Grocery Cart here in Broken Bow, Grazer's Bar and Grill in Arnold, Henry's Bar in Callaway, Tubbs Pub in Sumner, the Exchange in Arnold, and Fiesta Brava in Broken Bow were all businesses that had the containers for you folks to register as well.
Yes.
And is there other sponsors besides these, or is this the whole list?
That's the whole shebang right there. So.
All right.
Yep. All right. Well, this thing's so tall. Do you guys want it up?
Let me check your fingers. Now, we have wipes over there if you need to wipe your fingers off. Okay.
Okay, now, so we can just explain that you took registrations online, and also people went to businesses and dropped off their name and number and registered that way. Now, when you draw the winners, you're going to split it up too, right? You're just going to pick winners who registered online and winners who registered at the businesses.
Yes, and you'll know right now which pair of tickets you're going to win, just so that we don't have any controversy with when people show up to pick up their tickets.
Yeah. And I'm reading your information sheet here. It says, first off, you got to be 18.
Mm-hmm.
So when we draw your name, you got to be 18. If for some reason you're not, we'll have to draw again. Or
Yeah, we'll
whatever.
draw again. Yeah.
Okay. But it says you need to claim the prize within 7 days of notification. If you don't, then your tickets then will go to one of the staff members at KCNI KBBN so that they can attend the show. Is that correct? Is that what I'm reading here?
I don't know. I did type that pretty late yesterday, but I don't know if I remember.
Oh,
it
no,
that.
I'm sorry. I misread it. It says, we'll draw alternate winners.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
sorry.
That sounds better.
Sorry.
But, if you know you're not going to be able to go, if you've got like a really important wedding on that day or something and your name is drawn, if you let us know earlier than that, that helps a lot so that we can find a new winner.
And we encourage you to put your phone number, so we'll call you if you're not listening.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
You guys got the show. I'm just going to enjoy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure that when Christy reaches in, two don't come out instead of one because of the stickiness of her hands.
Okay. Well, Dave, you want to hit record? Are we recording already for our? Because we're gonna.
I started when we did the sponsors.
Okay, good deal. All right. Well, what's first on there, Brent?
It says
is
Luke
it
Combs.
online?
Luke Combs winners is at the top. Oh, wait a minute. Well, you got an arrow. What do you want to do first?
Well, probably the online Luke Combs.
Okay. All right.
First, and then
all right.
we just go through there twice.
Okay. So you're drawing 2 pairs of tickets to go see Luke Combs live and in concert at Nebraska Land Days, and these are people that registered online.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
so
the matter,
that's what
Christy?
you're doing first.
Wait.
What?
What's the matter?
Here, you take the sheet and you run the show then.
No, these people
What?
that are waiting for this are
What?
like, oh my gosh.
Well, you've got to.
Well, they must be new here then. This is how it rolls
You've
here.
got to build. You got to build the drama.
You built.
It's no fun to just
Christy's
start
just
drawing right away.
Christy's just as nervous as everyone else.
I have nothing to be nervous about.
Okay, so do we want to do both, or do we want to just go through the list twice?
What? I have no idea what that meant.
We need 2 winners for Luke Combs online.
Yes.
Do you want to do both of them back to back right now, or do you want to do one, then do Toby Keith, then do?
Well, let's. You know what? Let's just think about that for a little bit.
Oh my God!
I don't care how you do it.
Okay, I'm just
all right. Christy, how would you like for it to be done?
Luke Combs winners should all be done first.
Okay.
For the bucket
Those
and
are the hottest
this.
tickets
Okay.
around.
All right. Do you want to do?
Besides Garth Brooks.
So do you want to do on? Do you want to do online or the bucket first?
Online.
Okay. Well, we need 2 online winners for Luke Combs tickets. So let's just click over here. It asks me how many winners I want to pick. By the way, we just eclipsed. Let's see, how many winners did we have? Or how many entries? I mean, we had just over 10,000 online entries.
Gosh.
So out of those 10,000, we'll pick 2 winners. And those winners are.
It's on computer, folks. This is a program.
Okay, well, we've got Caitlin Eggleston.
Caitlin Eggleston.
And we've got Kim, who did not give us her last name. We have her email address, though, so we'll give that.
Okay.
It kind of makes it a little bit less exciting. There's lots of Kims out there.
Could be a number of Kims.
I don't want to say your email address out loud, but all the Kims in central Nebraska are freaking out right now. Did I win? I don't know.
I'm a Kim. I'm a Kim.
This Kim had 187 entries in, so she came
Wow.
back a few times and got entered. So if you want to write those down, Brent, that way we can keep track of that.
He's over there. Whoa.
What are the names again? I know Kim. I've got Kim down.
Kim
All right, and what?
and
Caitlin?
Caitlin Eggleston.
Eggleston.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if I spelled Caitlin right,
No,
but
you didn't,
anyway.
but that's okay.
All right.
All right, now we need 2 winners from the bucket for the Luke Combs tickets. Now it goes pretty deep.
Christy's in it.
It goes pretty deep.
Gosh.
Jeez, Christy.
Let's get this done. No messing around.
Christy's the winner picker of the people.
Ron Jonas.
All right.
All right, Ron.
And these are to who again? Luke Combs,
Luke
right?
Combs, yeah.
All
right, go ahead.
Congrats, Ron. All right, go for it, Shannon. Get down in there deep. Or
Shake it
pick
up.
one off the top, you know.
Yeah, whatever you feel.
They're pretty mixed up.
So many.
Here you go.
Julie Foster.
Oh, she'll love that.
All right, Julie.
Julie or Jolie? Julie? Okay.
That southern drawl that Shannon has. Julie.
Julie Foster.
Julie.
She's from Nevada.
I'm from Texas originally.
All right. Okay, so there's your winners for Luke Combs.
All right.
Caitlin Eggleston, Ron Jonas, Julie Foster, and Kim.
And Kim. And all the Kims. Just want to know.
All right, so now you're going to give away tickets to Toby Keith's concert.
Yep. We've got to pick 2 more winners. I'll tell
Should we take a break and then do this in a few?
I have 2 commercials
okay.
left.
You want to take a
yes.
break and then, Christy?
Oh my gosh, this video that we post later is going to be so long. I am kind of getting on Christy's side here. I can't post this video later if it's 15 minutes long. This was supposed to be... Here were our winners chosen earlier today on The Breakfast Show. Bam, 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 bam. Done.
Oh, Jeremy, you're lengthening out the show here.
I'm just trying to build the drama. Just building the drama.
All I've got to do is click one button. I can do it now or I can do it in a little bit.
We're going to take a break.
Oh, we are? Okay.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
This is the way they do it on American Idol. You know?
What
Right?
will happen?
You know?
Which Kim won?
Yeah.
We'll find out after this.
Is there a program director around here?
He's in the back.
We'll be right back. Dads and grilling, they go hand in hand. Get your grill master the tools he needs to let his skills flourish. At Lines Appliance in Broken Bow, they sell Kamano Joe grills. These beasts evenly distribute heat and flavor. No more grill hotspots. How about a new freezer or fridge for Dad's man cave? Lines Appliance can help. They even have used options you should check out that come with a 60-day warranty. Shop for Dad at Lines Appliance in Broken Bow.
Get 5-star tools for your 5-star dad with battery power made by Steel. From mowers and blowers to trimmers and more, with the AK Homeowner Series starting at $199.99, Dad can get the work done quickly and make more time for what really matters. Shop online at steelusa.com/gift guide. Pick up at over 10,000 local Steel dealers. All prices MSRP, includes battery and charger, are available at participating dealers. Dad doesn't quit until the job is done. So get him gas-powered tools from Steel that can keep up with him. From chainsaws and trimmers to blowers and more, Steel has the tools Dad needs. With legendary Steel gas-powered equipment starting at $139.99. Shop online at steelusa.com/gift guide. Pick up at over 10,000 local Steel dealers. All prices MSRP, available at participating dealers.
10 minutes before the hour, back to our drawing, marathon drawing that we've got going on here.
We probably better get going now. I just looked at the clock. We're running out of time now.
Yes, we
aren't
are.
we?
All right, so I've got it set here. I'm telling it we want 2 more winners. These are going to be for Toby Keith, and they are Jessica Owen.
Okay.
And Megan Swoboda.
Oh, man.
Oh, hey, all right.
Oh, boy. Watch out, North Platte. Here comes Megan and the gang.
All right. So those are tickets to the Toby Keith concert.
Correct.
At
Yep.
Nebraska Land Days.
Yep, a pair each.
Okay. All right. Now 2 more winners. These are people that registered at the different businesses.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Uh-oh.
Bruce Holland.
Oh, boy. Oh, Bruce. All right.
Where would he? Yeah.
Yeah, right. Wonder where Bruce was
Where
when
was
he
Bruce?
registered.
Probably at the grocery cart.
He's going to be so excited.
Bruce is probably going, I didn't even know
Oh,
I
here,
put my
Christy, you want to
name
make
in
it really interesting? You want to pull one from the hole on the bottom? There you go.
Careful, there's a wire in there. There you go. Ooh, coming right out of the bottom.
All right.
Alan Dorsey.
Oh, boy.
Alan.
All right,
Oh,
Alan.
man. Good for him. All right, Alan Dorsey. All right, so your winners for the Toby Keith tickets. This is a pair for each person. Jessica Owen, Megan, how do you...
Swoboda.
Swoboda, okay. And Bruce Holland and Alan Dorsey. Congratulations to all of you.
All right.
Very good. I'm going to thank those sponsors one more time. They include Shotgun Annie's in Callaway, the Rescue Bar in Sargent, Lazy D in Taylor, the Sargent Corner Market, Sylvester's in Broken Bow, Grocery Cart, Grazer's Bar and Grill in Arnold, Henry's Bar in Callaway, Tubbs Pub in Sumner, the Exchange in Arnold, and Fiesta Brava here in Broken Bow. Thanks so much for sponsoring this very, very fun event. So, what's next? What do you guys got?
Is there anything else we can draw for? What else can we give away in here?
I have one ticket left to the Flag Day celebration. You want to throw something in with that?
Draw a name?
Yeah.
Yeah, draw a name.
Here.
Oh, there you go.
If you're... What do you have to be for the lottery? Is it 19?
Gosh, here, let me see. Does it say on there?
I'm not sure.
See if it's in the...
But yeah, if you're 19, we'll throw in some
19.
lottery.
19.
Yeah, if you're 19 or over and call
What
in,
about 10 of these?
Yeah, we'll throw in a bunch of lottery tickets.
$10 worth?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. That's a lot.
That might be too much.
I don't know. Oh, Jack Benny's coming through here.
I just saw somewhere that some other Luke Combs tickets online were going for like $350 a piece somewhere.
Wow.
I don't know if that's comparable to... I don't know what they're charging for the North Platte ones, but I don't know. $10 seems like a drop in the bucket compared to what we just did.
Okay, I ended that other recording. All right, 10 of those and a Flag Day celebration meal ticket for tomorrow at the Veterans Building, which starts at 4 o'clock.
Okay. Who's drawing?
What if they're not from Broken Bow?
Well, then we'll draw again.
Okay.
Or from Custer County. Yeah, central Nebraska. Because with online, it could be that way. Consolation prize, that's right.
Oh, Bobby Baum.
All right.
All right, Bobby.
Ah.
Perfect. It's got a ticket and $10 worth of...
A Flag Day ticket.
What's
yeah,
that?
Flag Day ticket. Yeah, Flag Day supper ticket.
Yeah, supper ticket.
There we
What did
go.
I say?
Well, ticket, but I don't want them thinking they're excited with them.
Oh, gotcha. Jeez, I'm really getting confused with you guys.
I know. I'm exhausted after all of that.
I'm just excited to email this mystery Kim and find out who it is.
I know.
Yeah, well, hopefully
Her
we'll
email address has it. I'll reveal Kim, all the Kims out there that are listening. This email address, based off of your email address, I have a feeling that your last name starts with a W. So if you're Kim W out there, maybe get more excited than the other Kims.
There you go. Hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. We're going to close with a little Dr. Hook, and we'll talk to you folks on Monday for another edition of the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. A lot of things going on this weekend. The Callaway Garage Sales, golf tournament, steak night at the golf club. That's just to name a few. The Veterans Day celebration and meal tomorrow. And there's more than that, I'm sure, with more festivals on the way this summer.
I don't believe it.